Baby embodies America's favorite trail horse because she has been traversing treacherous terrains since she was born, from steep hills to flat open fields and wetlands. She followed her dame up the mountains of eminence when she was 3 weeks old. Baby started helping me give lessons at the age of 2, thanks to her positive attitude, intelligence, and quick rapport with children. Baby stepped in with no show training and secured a high point buckle in trail class when my regular show horse sustained injuries that kept him from showing the remainder of the season. Baby has carried me up trails of porous rock, climbed boulders, and straight up and down 6-foot walls with no qualms. Baby has jumped fallen trees, worked on very steep inclines covered with logs from floods, seen various wildlife, works around gunfire, and goes on solo rides despite her herd mentality. I've had a love and passion for horses all my life. I've been riding since I was 5 years old, but my childhood horse was sold after I married and moved away from home. You asked me to tell what's special about me. I would have to say there's nothing special about me, but for some reason God saw purpose to keeping me around. In December 1993, with the delivery of my son, I had preeclampsia, HELP syndrome, caused by deficiencies in hemoglobin, electrolytes, and blood platelets, and leading to total renal kidney failure. My obstetrician made me a case study as to why I was still walking this earth. I tell him it was because I prayed. 2 months later, my husband bought me a horse, and later I decided to begin breeding the mare. Years later, her second foal came down with fescue toxemia and had to be bottle fed. The bond that developed thanks to bottle feeding the foal prompted me to keep him, but the unconventional feeding method had also led him to being a very disrespectful and a dangerous young horse. I found Pirelli in 2002, and the program has led me on a tremendous journey training horses. I managed to turn that dangerous horse into a consistently high-scoring trail horse, and I mentored several young ladies and helped them earn buckles in the show ring. In the last decade, I have owned and run a boarding stables to which many malnourished, starved, and sick horses have been brought to me. I've helped pregnant mares in such ill health that upon seeing initially I thought certain for miscarriage or birth defect, but upon delivery the foals were healthy and thriving. I've had diseased horses placed in my care that I've nursed back to health. I've had horses that were missing teeth and were plagued with infection that I've managed to get weight on despite it seemingly impossible in the beginning. A few months ago, a previous boarder called me with an emergency. Her mare had a severe impaction that nearby vets said they could not help. The owner could not give up hope, so we made a makeshift tool out of a cancer patient's old IV bag and continuously lubed the mare. My own vet had held enough faith in me to give me a catheter and fluids to keep her hydrated. I gave her IV shots of Banamine, did rectals to pull out the impaction, and the owner and I kept going until we saved the horse. That was a spectacular point in time for me. America's favorite trail horse promotes the cause of rescue horses. While Baby herself is not a rescued horse, her dame, Angel, was. Angel was pregnant with Baby when we found her. We were told that when they pulled Angel off the truck, she was so emaciated you could hang a hat on her tailbone. Her fear of humans took me 5 years of work to overcome, even to reach out and touch her without a rope and halter. 5 years of stalling Angel at night for her to relish that her food was all her own and no other was going to chase her away from it. It took me the 10 years I owned her to gain her trust that I could reach out and touch her face, so that she knew she was going to receive love and not abuse. We laid Angel to rest just last December at the age of 27 after a long battle with tumors. There are only 2 other horses I've met in my life with the heart of that wonderful mare. It's been inherited by the 2 young she blessed us with, Bar None's Go Baby and Angel Sundance Kid. To her death, she lived up to her name, Angel. Her progeny are not rescued horses, but they rescued me. Please, America's favorite trail horse, give us the chance to show America not only how wonderful the rescue horses can be, but that their progeny will also carry on for a lifetime of wonderful companionship. Thank you.